hope that's nothing to do with what I told him today. It's routine. They always rake over every detail. If anyone can help them, Steve can.
Don't all you in for nothing.
You alright?
Fine.
A drink or anything?
Yeah, thanks.
I wonder what they want him for.
I ain't got the foggiest.
Can't be that serious. They haven't arrested him. Do you think perhaps Steve had to help them with some kind of identification parade?
Of course not, Lily. They ain't found out who done it yet.
Well, maybe they've got a new lead they want to take up with him. Then how come they didn't take Saskia's sister with them?
I just saw Steve drive off with the police.
Yeah, so do we.
What's all that about?
Well, we all like to know.
I feel sorry for him. Everyone gawping at him like that.
Did he say anything?
Just walked out, cool as you like.
Do you reckon he's a suspect?
Definitely the expression of a guilty man, if you ask me.
I'd like to go over your relationship with Miss Duncan again before you moved to Walford.
Okay,
You were manager of Sub Club nightclub on Frith Street, and that's where you two met?
that's right, yeah.
Must have been an exciting time for you. Your own nightclub in the West End, some money in your pocket, picking the girls every night.
It wasn't really like that.
Oh, come on. Good-looking guy like you. I'm sure you had your fair share of offers, eh? And then all of a sudden you're hooked up with a beautiful, rich girl. How did that happen?
She just turns up at the club one night with a gang of mates.
And you went to work on her?
It was the other way round, actually. If anything, she did all the running. I didn't have much say in the matter.
She sounds very determined. Used to getting what she wanted.
Yeah, you could say that.
Sounds like a dream come true, doesn't it? Working boy makes good, meets glamorous party girl. You must have a lot of fun together.
Listen, she was a live wire. You know, it was fun while it lasted.
What went wrong?
We wanted different things. She was used to getting a lot of attention. I had my hands full keeping the club afloat, and we drifted apart.
In other words, you put the brakes on.
Yeah, I suppose I did.
And how did she react to that? Oh, was she angry? Upset?
Yeah,
Did she look for attention elsewhere?
eventually. Oh, listen, she couldn't help herself, you know. She would just string blokes along just to make herself feel wanted.
And who were these blokes? Friends, punters, staff?
Any mug who fell for it.
Anyone close to you?
My bartender.
Oh, how did you feel about that?
I suppose that was the end of the road for us, you know. The club was losing money hand over fist. I decided to wind it up, say goodbye to Saskia, and start again somewhere else.
So Walford was a fresh start for you. A little down market, but a clean break.
Yeah. Yeah, I got burned in the West End. You know, there's less competition round here. It's a lot less cutthroat.
So you renovate an old club, pick yourself a flat round the corner, and find yourself a new girlfriend?
Well, not all at once.
Tell us about Melanie Healy.
What do you want to know?
Well, she was a lot different from Miss Duncan, wasn't she? I mean, she's caring, straightforward, committed.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a great girl.
How would you describe your relationship with Miss Healy?
We were good together. I thought I'd found someone I could care about. Long term.
And then Miss Duncan comes back on the scene. And all of a sudden you find yourself with two girls vying for your attention. So which one did you choose? You seem to be struggling with the details here, Mr. Owen, so permit me to help you out. You were seeing Miss Healy and sleeping with Miss Duncan at the same time, is that right?
I slept with Saskia once, okay? It was a mistake.
A mistake that cost you your relationship with Miss Healy, but one that you overlooked in your original statement. Now, why was that?
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was relevant.
Oh, I see. So are there any other irrelevances that you haven't informed us about?
Not that I can think of, no.
And Miss Duncan's abortion, is that also irrelevant?
Well, seeing as I didn't know who the father was, yeah, I think that's pretty irrelevant, don't you?
Well, she was certain the child was yours. In fact, she convinced Miss Healy of as much.
No, Saskia would have said anything to turn Melanie against me. It doesn't mean to say it's true.
You see, the picture I'm building up here is of an bitter ex-girlfriend who would go to any lengths to sabotage your happiness.
Did she succeed?
Yeah. Yeah, she ruined things for me and Mel.
And how did you feel about that?
How do you think? I was annoyed.
Annoyed?
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that Miss Duncan was pretty headstrong.
Yeah, well, that's an understatement. You know, she lived in a fantasy. Well, she was the centre of everything.
So you're saying she was unstable?
Yeah.
Vengeful, bent on making your life a misery?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
No wonder you wanted her out of your life for good.
And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, poof! She vanishes off the face of the earth, never to be seen again. Well, thank you very much for your cooperation, Mr. Owen.
So how'd it go with the police last night? What did they say?
That was just routine, you know, checking over my original statement. They're putting a list together of all their known associates.
Well, like who?
Faces from the club scene, that kind of thing.
Did they mention what Melanie told them?
Yeah, they did as it goes. Listen, they're trying to get a picture of a mental state the last time any of us saw her.
And?
I couldn't tell them anything new, I'm afraid. They're doing all they can, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure we'll get there in the end. It's just really frustrating. Everything moves so slowly.
Yeah, then the best thing to do is to keep busy. You know, you and I, we should concentrate on the funeral. Have you come up with a date yet?
Nothing definite. Dad's talking to the local vicar. It'll just be a simple service, just family and close friends. We were wondering if you'd say a few words.
Me?
Well, Dad's in no condition to make any speeches, and I'm doing a reading. I couldn't think of anyone else.
Yeah, it's the least I could do. Listen, I was thinking if it's all right with you, I'd like to offer to pay for the flowers. You know, I'll be happy to foot the bill for anything you think's appropriate.
Thanks, Steve. It's really a lovely thought. Well, I've got a list of people I should call. Get the ball rolling.
Yeah. You let me know how you get on.
Okay.
So let you go then?
Yeah, why shouldn't they, eh? Not that it's any of your business.
Just protecting my interests.
Oh, yeah? How'd you work that one out?
I got a lot riding on the Elf Club. I ain't gonna see it go down the pan just because you're in some sort of bother with the old bill.
Your investment's perfectly safe.
It better be.
There's over 30 names and addresses there. Now, there's everyone we can come up with that Teresa's still in touch with. I've phoned every one of them, mate. Matthew doesn't have anyone we should add to the list, does he?
As far as I know, Matthew doesn't have many mates.
What about his parents?
Yeah. I called Michael 2 or 3 times and he hasn't seen him and got no idea who he sees.
Well, then Teresa's mates are our best bet. Beppy's going to contact the London ones. There's one in Nottingham that I phoned that hasn't got back to me, so I'm going to head up there this weekend. If you want to come too, mate, I'd appreciate the help.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Beats sitting around here, doesn't it? Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't I phone round some of the other DJs? See if they've got any idea where he's hiding.
Nice one.
Why don't we meet up for a beer this evening? We can put together a plan of action.
All right, lovely. How does 8 o'clock in the Vic stand?
I'll see you there.
See you later, Steve.
Lenny, second post come yet?
Nah.
All right, listen. I'm just going to look in on the health club for a couple of hours. You be all right?
Yeah, sure.
Is there anyone else who may have had contact with Miss Duncan prior to Valentine's night?
Well, there's Lenny, the barman, or Matthew Rose. He sometimes DJs at E20.
Him and umpteen others.
Ah, but Matthew's got his regular slot.
Mr. Owen rates him highly then.
Oh, he's definitely his favourite.
You were working at the club on Valentine's night,
You know I was.
and you saw Saskia Duncan.
Briefly. I mean, the place was packed out. It was opening night.
Did you see Miss Duncan with anyone?
Not that I can remember. I was just rushed off my feet.
The DJ that evening, Matthew Rose. Is he a friend of yours?
Yeah, as a flatmate.
Do you know where we can find him?
Now, that's a good question.
How do you mean?
Well, no one's seen him since last week.
Do you know where he's gone?
Dunno, he just took off.
Typical DJ, eh? Footloose and fancy-free.
Yeah, leaving the rest of us to find his rent.
Yeah. Well, that's all for now.
Right.
Well, thanks very much for your help, Lenny.
Right.
Cheers.
What do they want?
Oh, nothing much. They're more interested in talking about Matt than anything else. Post it here.
Ah, nice one. So there's no mistake. My card has definitely been used in Nottingham since last week. On these dates, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought so. All right, great. Nice one, Matthew. Can't afford to pass this one up. I won't be away for long.
I thought you were going to be around to help out. Doesn't matter.
Oh, there you go. There's a cheque for the flowers. Now, I want you to get the best. It means a lot to me, all right?
You are going to be there for the funeral, aren't you?
I'm going to try my best.
I don't believe this.
Look, Claudia, about the speech. Couldn't you get someone else to do it?
You promised.
I know, but I've given it some thought, and well, it just doesn't feel right coming from me. Perhaps you should do it.
Fine. As long as you're there.
You want to come to the club later? I'll make sure that you're getting on the guest list.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no problem.
Since when have you had to say I knew you guys on the guest list?
Since I became assistant manager.
In your dream.
Listen, Lily, where's Steve, mate? He's meant to meet me half an hour ago.
I've just missed him. He's gone away for a couple of days.
You what?
Yeah, on business. Left me in charge till he returns.
He must have been really desperate.
That's very sudden, isn't it? Must be very important business.
Yeah.
You say where he's gone?
Just grabbed his things and went.
What's your game? We're meant to be having a drink, aren't we?
Yeah, look, there's been a change of plan, all right?
What's the hurry? You know something, don't you? Nottingham? Why are you going to Nottingham?
Listen, I was on my way to pick you up. Matthew's been using my card in Nottingham.
That makes sense, because Trey's got an exit uni up there. Well, come on in, mate. We ain't got no time to lose, have we? Well done, mate. I knew we'd crack it together.